doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bitch.
You shot somebody, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you?
Calm down. Calm down.
So we've got a major update today on the tragic and widely reported case involving Romeca Blackmon, also referred to as Romeca Meeks, and Quadajah Holly Johnson. Now, after months of public outrage, a breaking development has emerged. Johnson is now officially charged, and she is set to appear in court today at 11 a.m. in Chicago. Let's break down what we know and why it matters.
Breaking news, it doesn't stop there. We just got this update on a fatal shooting that happened back in September in the South Loop. Quadajah Holly Johnson is now charged with first-degree murder in the death of Romeca Blackmon. Johnson and Blackmon share children with the same man, and we do know that man was also at the scene when the shooting happened. Johnson was initially taken into custody, but then released shortly after the shooting. Johnson is set to appear in court tomorrow at 11 in the morning, and we will definitely bring you any updates as we get them on this story.
Now, on September 8th, 2025, Blackmon, a 31-year-old mother, was unalived right outside of her son's school in Chicago's South Loop after dropping him off. The alleged unaliver, Johnson, is reportedly another woman who shared a child with the same man as Blackmon, Mr. Carlos. It appears these two have been beefing for quite some time, with Quadajah even attempting to take out restraining orders against Romeca. However, the two fought in front of the son's school. Within this confrontation, several witnesses stated that Blackmon was held in a headlock by her baby's father. And at one point within this confrontation, Johnson began to fire at Blackmon in the face at close range. Johnson initially was taken into custody, but according to early reports, she was released without charges. That decision sparked intense backlash from Blackmon's family and local community members who demanded justice.
Well, justice? She didn't deserve it under no circumstances.
Gripped with grief, Tina McMiller's loved ones embraced her tightly as they gathered across the street from the intersection of Cermak Road near State Street, where her 31-year-old daughter, Romeca Meeks-Blackmon, was fatally shot Monday morning after dropping her son off at school.
We want justice!
Right before her death, police say a fight broke out. The suspect, who sources say Romeca knew, allegedly pulled out a gun and shot Romeca in the face, killing her, according to CPD.
My baby was dropping her baby out to school. And what hurt the most is I didn't get my morning phone call.
Police say since Monday's arrest, the offender has been released without charges. They wouldn't share further details other than saying they can't comment on specifics of ongoing investigations.
The family is unaware of what the police are doing, so we can't answer those questions. What we would like is that justice come in the form of accountability.
As the family seeks justice, community organizers are putting pressure on lawmakers to ensure laws meant to help curb violence are effective. They're also challenging them to do more.
Also heard from family and advocates of Quadajah Johnson saying that, she wanted to clear her name. Apparently she had gotten a lawyer, and I told that person that, she wants to clear her name, and, she's saying that it was the other way around, that she was the person that was being stalked, etc., that this platform, Fox 32, would be available for her to be able to speak. That never happened. I never had the opportunity to interview Quadajah and hear her side of things, but that is what I know was the circumstances. And in fact, the family member told me that she was instructed from her lawyer not to speak, to let this play out. But I still left that door open for the possibility, the probability that she may want to come here at Fox 32 and air out what she felt was, wrong for people to keep saying that she deserved to be charged. And so, yes, it is indeed true that at 3:25 p.m. today, I received a call from the Cook County State's Attorney's Office, one of their spokespersons who's been there for years, who said, hey, I'm calling you because she has been charged. I know you've been emailing pretty much on a weekly basis. I'm giving it to you now, letting you know what's happening. So, yes, it is true. The article that is linked is currently old. That article will be updated, and that's why I linked it, the previous story. But if you stay with that previous story, you will see here shortly as our web team is working to update that story so that the new information is out there. This is breaking news. And as you know, in a breaking news situation, a lot of times things are still developing. And in this case, this has not been written up. What I can tell you is that I did indeed just take to air the information that was provided to me from the Cook County State's Attorney's Office, and it did go on TV. So they're updating that news article online, like I said, at this minute. She is charged with first-degree murder. The details of what has, transpired between now, when it happened and now, and what they found out will be forthcoming. They did attempt to deliver what they say are order of protections from the plaintiff, which was Quadajah Johnson, to Romeca Blackmon. And they made an attempt on July 14th of 2025 to serve her, July 15th of 2025, unsuccessful, all of these. July 16th, July 18th, August 14th, and then October 2nd, which we all know she was not alive then. So all of these details, I'm sure, will come out in court. All of these details will be interesting to see, what did the Cook County State's Attorney's Office find out, since September. So September, October, November, here we are 2 months late, 3 months later, almost, pretty much 3 months later, almost 3 months to the day. By towards the end of this week, almost midweek, or I should say, between now and next week, almost literally 3 months to the day, September, October, November, December. What did they find out in that time that changed all of this? So yes, we did receive this information. We, again, are updating our website. This is not a joke. This is not a game. This is pretty much, I wouldn't go to air with something like this and it's not true. And I don't play about, someone being charged, except that's not a game to me.
So here's what's to come. Now, today they will have a bond hearing to determine whether Johnson will remain in custody. Now, going forward, the defense will argue on whether the unaliving was intentional or claimed as self-defense. Prosecutors will present new evidence discovered since September and a possible grand jury proceeding depending on how prosecutors choose to solidify the charges. This story is still unfolding and I will be watching every step of this case. So let me know in the comments, do you believe justice is finally being served? And what do you think will happen next in court? Leave a comment and you know how we do. We'll talk about it down below. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Thanks for watching, but before you go, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, and hit the bell so you don't miss out on any of our new episodes.